Tadi Cambridge sabon ni digi mitupla that guide bu hemagi 11 gidi thoya mathon. Okay, I'm going to turn. Okay, I'm going to turn, and this is my TikTok no malam jime flip. Flip as mondi. Yep. Okay. This is the question. MCQ ki question number 3 mein ba. This question came last year in 2025, and the question was from quadratic functions. You just have to see which pair of quadratic functions are equivalent. Which pairs of quadratic functions are equivalent. Now look at this question. I'll just explain. If you are interested, you can be here and help me reach any tap key count. It's 13.1k. Let us go till 20k. So this is the question. Question is asking which of the following pairs of quadratic functions are equivalent. Okay, are equivalent. And in first option we are given these two functions, f of x equal to x square minus 5x minus 6 and h of x equal to x minus 2 and x minus 3. And in option B we have f of x equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 2 and h of x equal to x plus 1 whole square plus 2. Yes, la class 10. F of x equal to x square plus 6x plus 9 is my first function in option C, and h of x equal to x plus 3 whole square. And in option D we have f of x equal to x square minus 4x plus 4 and h of x equal to x plus 2 whole square. If we have this kind of question, if we have this kind of question, my simple advice is to substitute 0. Okay, substitute 0 wherever you have x. Substitute x is equal to 0 wherever you have x. If I substitute, let me go to this option here. If I substitute in place of x, if I substitute 0, you'll get f of 0 equal to you're going to get 0 square. I'm going to put 0 inside the bracket. 0 square minus 5 times 0. Again 0 inside the bracket. In case if we need to use negative next time, it's all the time safe to use bracket. Minus I have 6. Okay, 6, which is going to give you f of 0 is equal to 0 square is 0. 5 times 0 is also 0. So 0 minus 0 you don't have to take, because 0 minus 0, this is ultimately going to be 0. Therefore you're going to have only this constant, which is negative 6. When I substitute x is equal to 0 in this function, I'm getting negative 6. So you see that we just get the constant term here. Wherever we have x will become 0. All these terms will become 0. All these terms will become 0. So you're going to get only minus 6. Now if I go to h of x and substitute x is equal to 0, I'll get h of 0 equal to, I'm going to get 0 minus 2 and 0 minus 3, because I'm substituting x is equal to 0. And this is going to give you h of 0 equal to 0 minus 2 will give you minus 2. And in between we have multiplication. If we do not see anything here and brackets like this, we have multiplication by default. So you just have to multiply. 0 minus 3 will give you minus 3. So h of 0 is equal to, negative times negative is all the time positive. 2 times 3 is 6. Now you look at this. Out here we're getting negative 6, but here we have positive 6. Therefore these two functions are not equivalent. They are not equivalent. This option is not correct. So we need to go to the second option and see. Now like I said before, now if I substitute 0 here, what will happen? F of x will become f of 0, which is equal to, substitute 0 here, 0 square will give you 0. 0 times 2 will give you 0 again. And 4 times 0 will give you 0. So you're going to get 0 from here, 0 from here, 0 plus 0. plus 2 will give you only 2. Yeah, only 2. If I substitute 0 here, you will get h of 0 equal to 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 plus 2 will give you. From here, I'm going to get 1 because 0 plus 1 will give you 1. 1 square is 1. So 1 plus 2 will give you 3. Again, these two functions are not equal because out here we're getting 2 and here we have 3. Now let us go to this. If I go to this one, you're going to get, I'm going to substitute 0 again, f of 0. 0 square will give you 0. This will give you 0. 6 times 0 will give you 0. So 0 plus 9 will give you 9. 9. And h of 0. H of 0 is equal to 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 square is 9. Now they are equivalent. They are equivalent. But you need to check this one before you decide. Before you decide, you need to check this. F of 0 again. F of 0, if I substitute 0 here, you're going to get 0 square. 0 square is 0 again. 0 square is 0. Minus 4 times 0 will give you 0 again. Plus 4. What is 0 minus 0 plus 4? It's 4. It's 4. And h of 0. H of 0 is 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 will give you 2. 2 square will give you 4. Again, these two functions are equivalent. Now, when I substitute x is equal to 0, I'm getting two answers. Reason why I took 0 is because when I take 0, when you multiply any number with 0, we know that the product is going to be 0. That is why I took 0. But when I take 0 in this question for all the functions, you are getting two correct answers. Now, if you have more than one answer coming, you have to again substitute. We are done with these two functions. We know that they are not equivalent. You just have to substitute again x is equal to any number you would like to. But I recommend everyone to take the smallest number. We are done with 0 and now I'm going to take x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. If I substitute 1 here, what will I get? I'll get f of 1. X will be 1 this time. I need to substitute x is equal to 1. So 1 square will give you 1. 6 times 1 will give you 6. And I have plus 9. And if I go to this function, h of 1, I'm substituting x is equal to 1. I'm going to get 1 plus 3 whole square. Out here, the answer is 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Out here, h of 1 is 1 plus 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 square is 16. Still, they are equivalent. Okay. Now we need to check. Whether these two functions are equivalent or not using the same value of x, which is 1. So f of 1, my f of 1 will be 1 square is 1 minus 4 times 1 is 4 plus 4, which is going to give you 1 minus 4 plus 4. This 2 will get cancelled because this is negative 4, this is positive 4. Therefore, you'll have 1 here. Now, if I take h of 1 for this, you will get 1 plus 2 whole square. 1 plus 2, what is 1 plus 2? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 square is 9. Now, you see that these two answers are not same. They are not same. Therefore, our correct answer for this question, which of the following pairs of quadratic functions are equivalent? This is the correct answer. These two functions are equivalent for all values of x. This pair of function was true only for x is equal to 0. Okay, but this is true for all values of x. Therefore, this is the correct answer. 2025 math question from quadratic function. Very simple question, very easy question. When we do like this, you see a lengthy solution coming here, very lengthy process, but you just have to use the calculator, talk, and you'll get the answers. Interesting, more interesting. This question came. Thank you everyone for tapping. Thank you, welcome. Yes, la, we have a guidebook for 12 PMT. SMS Simichi, please buy. It will definitely help you. I bought way back in 2008 and I use it. It benefited a lot. La. And class 12 ke toppers ki last time he shared three things. Kachi share with this wajin. He said first one is you need to work hard. Okay, you need to work hard. Kogi sum share with it. What is your secret labdeba? Secret, work hard consistently, work hard. And secondly, gachi labde savachin, you are asked to go through past question papers. So what question papers? Okay, as many past question papers as possible. And the third one was he talked about guidebook. Ani sum, these three. But we are not forgetting the teacher, okay? Teacher shouldn't be forgotten there. Teacher is always there. But apart from teacher, he said these three things he actually focused on working hard consistently and solving as many past question papers as possible and referring guidebook whenever he had doubt. He referred guidebook whenever he had doubts. I listened to his conversation with one of the TikTokers. Now let me go to take you through. Let me take you through our second question. Let me write. This videos I'll upload YouTube channel. I'll upload. So this is another interesting question. Not very difficult, interesting question. Yeah, if you have any question, please ask. I'm going to write the question. Question was MCQ gira YouTube kala tatu the MCQ gira. Question dan vidu. Banjo needs to. Please tap. Banjo needs to. Okay. Banjo needs to. So what happened to my banjo now? Banjo. Okay. Banjo needs to find two poles. Find two poles of the right height. Of the right height. Tap zaina to kala. Right height. I'll go live only for 1 hour. Height to support the tent, which has the total surface area of 136 square meter or meter square. What would, okay, thank you everyone for sharing, thank you for following. What would, thank you Minarai. What would be the height of the pole? Aane be do question de MCQ question mein, and option A was 34 meter, option B the 16 meter, option C 6 meter, option D 3 meter. And thank you everyone for following and sharing. And this diagram was given. This is our tent. Okay, this is our tent. 10 more gudi sheba de mo laga ragi 10. This is our 10, and the side length was given. This length from this point to this point, the length is 8 meter. From this point to this point, it's 4 meter. And this slopey length was also given. Okay, and the length was 5 meter. Class 10. I'm starting today. That is start bedo. I'll do 2 questions today. I'm done with the first question, which will be uploaded. And second question, this is our second question. And for those who like to resit for math exam, this will definitely help you to revise whatever you have learned. Okay, now interestingly, Anna, you are given the surface area, okay, total surface area. You're given the total surface area of the 10, of this 10. And 10 diagram complete majuve. This is the height. And we have here, so this is the 10. We need to find, the penjo needs to find two poles. We need to find two poles of right height, okay, of right height to support the 10. So if you want to pitch this 10, you need a pole. You need a pole to support, one on this side and other on the opposite side, okay, other on the opposite side. You need two poles. And the information given to us is total surface area. Total surface area is given to us, which is 136 square meter. You have to note this down. Our students usually don't do. You have to note this down. And the reason why we have here this information is because they are giving us hint what to use, what formula to use. Since total surface area is given, we should know that we need to use the formula related to total surface area. Now, if you look at the total surface area thing, I'm going to segment this 10 into different parts. First part is going to be this slopey side, okay, this slopey side, which is our roof. And this slopey roof is rectangular in shape. And if you want to find the area of this rectangle, the formula is length times width. Our length is 8 and the width is 5. I can easily multiply 8 times 5. But how many such roofs do we have? We have two roofs, one on this side and one on the other side. Therefore, when I calculate the total surface area, I need to first of all take the surface area of the slopey side, which is a rectangle. So 8 times 5. But I have two such roofs, one on this side and other on other rectangle is on the other side. Other side multiply by 2 because we have two such rectangles. Plus now I have a rectangle at the base again. And if I take out the rectangle at the base, is going to look something like this. I have a rectangle at the base. We cannot see everything, but we know that some part of the rectangle is hidden by this roof. So we have this kind of rectangle, and the length is going to be same. The length is going to be 8 meter. However, the width is going to change for the base because this is going to be width. That is 4 meter. And again, we can find the surface area of this rectangle, which is 4 times 8. And we don't have to multiply by 2 because we just have one base. Okay. And plus we have a triangle here. And the formula to find the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. To find the area of a triangle, you have to know what this base is, and you should also have the information related to this height. You should have height information, two information. The first one is your base and the second one is your height. I know that if I take this triangle out, the base is equal to 4 meter, but the height is not given, which we need to find. And this height, if I find, is going to be equal to the height of the pole that we need in order to support this tent. Therefore, if I use this formula, I'm going to get base is 4. So multiply 4 by h. H is not given. We need to find h. Divide by 2. But how many such triangles do we have? We have two triangles. First one is this one, and the other triangle is opposite to this triangle. We are going to have a triangle here. Yeah, opposite to this triangle, we'll have another triangle here. Therefore, I need to again multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Cancel this 2 with 2. So what we get ultimately is 4h equal to, when I add all these surface areas, I should get 136, which is my total surface area. That's it there. After this, now you can easily multiply, subtract, add, divide, and you will have the value of h. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80. Plus 4 8 is 32. Plus 4h equal to 136. What is 80 plus 32? 80 plus 32 is, you're going to get 80, 90, 112. Plus 4h equal to 136. What I need to find is h. Therefore, I'm going to subtract on both sides by 112, because I don't need this 112 on left hand side. 112 minus 112 plus 4h. If I subtract on left hand side, I must subtract by 112 to balance the equation. Now cancel this with this. You're going to get 4h, which is equal to, what is 136 minus 112? 112. You will get 2. 6 minus 2 is 4, and then 3 minus 1 will give you 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. You will get 24. We're getting 24 on right hand side. We're getting 24 on right hand side. Now divide on both sides by 4. I need to take this numerical coefficients out, because my ultimate aim is to find the height, and height is going to be divide 24 by 4. What is 24 by 4? 25 by 4 is 24 by 4 is 6, and the unit is meter. Therefore, the height of the poles must be 6 meter if the total surface area of the tent is 136 meter square or square meter. My correct option